Hey everyone, Luke Dog here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Just stopping by, checking up on our quests. The creature has been cornered and saddled. The nippings were severe, but it waits for the Inquisitor to claim it in stables. Mind your fingers. Okay then. What do I need? What resources do I need?
Let's see what we have.
All right.
Inquisitor.
Okie doke. Off you go. See you in 15 minutes, probably. Horseman's notes on mounts. Vodka update. Oh, is it at the top? Duh. Never seen a proud rider atop a regal mount? That's your failing. Such animals are common enough, but there's costs, so you keep them away from chance of blight, theft, attack, all the nonsense that makes for poor stabling. These aren't working beasts, with a fire bred out of their eyes so they can suffer a plow. These creatures are about spirit. A proper mount isn't some noble's plaything on a hunt. It's your everyday, and you better match it to deserve it. On horses. You've never had a mount like the Ferelden Forwarder, a hardy warmblood. Don't let the size fool you. They're not meant for the farm. Centuries of careful breeding have taken common stock and produced a glory. A creature is as much at home in a charge as they are in a march across nations. But for all the stamina and speed they place at your command, press too far and you'll be picking dirt from your teeth. They know their role and expect that you know yours. Warning and promise and all that. On the Dracolisk. I've heard of them. Seen a few. They're not as rare as you'd think, but they are very, very difficult. Spirited and stubborn suggest a reasonable resistance. No, they're just plain mean. Spur a horse a little too hard and you're getting a brush against a tree. Kick this thing the wrong way, and it's taking a piece of you. That said, there's utility here. As fast and strong as any other, and the rider who masters one is making a statement. Not just, I can do what you can't. It's almost, I can do what you wouldn't even dare. Okay, let's get back to the Storm Coast. Yeah, let's go here. Which rogue do we want? It's been Cole. I don't think I brought him out a lot. Oh yeah, I brought Varric because we have all the red Lyrium stuff. Nah, I'll switch them out once we get down there. Plus, it'll give Cole a bit of an experience chance. Talking, blah blah blah. How do? This will give Cole a chance to get experience. That's what I wanted to say. Once we load in, of course. Cole, can you level up? Yes, you have 1 point. You're maxed out on abilities, so... Let's check the inventory for you then. There. Armor. Do we got anything new for you? Yes. Okie doke then. Let's go hunt some darkspawn. Got some Melfruit while we're at it. Iron.
One by one they follow me, laughing, drowning in the sea. The rest of the poem is sad.
Sounds like a nice poem, though. I guess. Come here, you. It's ahead. Okay. Come on, guys. There's the cave entrance. Whoa, what just happened? I just got launched. good. Solus, if you wouldn't mind. We'll take a potion. One more spider Echor, however it's pronounced. Darn. Okay, where's the next one? Way down here. Fast travel.
Inquisitor.
Not right now. I need to kill one more spider. Spin the weed. Why not? That was easy. Moving right along. Do 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 do. Now you just gotta wait for Cullen. Good, big guy. Leave me alone, little guy. Focus on the big one. Good work, everybody.
We're done.
I need to get more helmets. Solus, if you wouldn't mind. One more. Come on, you can do it. I didn't think about it. We probably should have brought Blackwall on this. Oh well. Hello. Hey, Nug. Ooh. I forget, do I need Nug skin for something? Yes! I need to get Nugs. Get back here. No, you didn't have anything. Okay, last one. A lot of people in here. Hey, I can hand in that requisition. Bull. Okay. Now then. Now that that's out of the way. Let's fast travel over here. Get Varric. Sorry, Cole. Thanks for coming along, though.
Inquisitor.
What was that? Ceremonial burial armor? I need malachite. I need heraldic symbols. Now what do you want?
This might interest you, sir.
Ooh, Templar.
You may want to look into this.
More anti-venom. Hey, Varric.
Oh, I met the Arishok.
Oh, the old one? Man, he had an impressive rack. The new Arishok doesn't have horns at all. Usually means they're destined for something special.
I met him too. The only thing they seem to have in common is a tendency to burn things.
That pretty much sums up the Antam, yes.
Hey, this is our camp. Leave us alone. Might be a waste, but it's big guy. And dang it. What the heck was that? Fruit. I need you. Still need more elf fruit. Huh. It's probably because I keep using it to refill my potions or something. Okay, guys. Let's go take down this Templar base. This is a base. Logging station, already got that. I need quarries. Can I get in here now? Knock knock.
Sir.
Doors open. Let's head in. Spin the weed. Some deep mushroom.
Red Lyrium. I wonder how far this corruption has spread.
Red Templar key.
The Red Templars have dug in here.
All right, let's do it.
Hello. I can't see what's happening. You stood down for a long time, buddy. Landmark's finished. Built into the cliff of the Storm Coast, the port of Darwin's Mouth once connected the Dwarven tides to the waking sea. In addition to increasing trade between the dwarves and their allies in the Tevinter Imperium, direct access to the deep roads meant diplomats from Orzammar could visit the port without fear of losing their stone sense. The site thus became a popular meeting place for ambassadors of the two nations. When Darkspawn incursions forced the dwarves to retreat into Orzammar, the deep roads leading to Darwin's Mouth were sealed and the port fell into disuse. At least all reputable sources use of the port ceased. Bandits, smugglers, and pirates are known to use the various caves along the Storm Coast, including Darwin's Mouth itself, for their own gains. From the Storm Coast and its history by Brother Vincent, Chantry Scholar. That is a drop. How do we go across? There's another way back here? Ah. Again, it's all kind of a little dark, so it's sometimes hard to see. Here we go. Ooh, big guy. Let's take him out. Summerstone.
I can sense elven magic somewhere nearby.
You mean like this?
The wards are working. It should be harder for tears to form here.
Darn. Oh, there's a bridge over there. Thought I could make it. See if we can get up here. Got some money. Take the money. This letter never reached its intended recipient. My dearest Fenella, how are you? How's your Aunt Caitlin? My dear girl would never give trouble, I hope. How are your studies? Perhaps you could read some of this letter to her, to show her how much you're learning. I'm sorry to have been away for so long. I have a duty. Remember when Mother was very sick and she asked you to fetch her water, and you did it because you loved her? It's like that. Sometimes we have to do difficult things, because they help other people that we love. The country is ill, and I have to try and make her better. Don't worry, I'm not alone here. And now we have special medicine that will make us stronger so we can fight better. It won't be long till all the mages are all gone and we're safe again. I will be home soon. All my love and prayers, Father. In Orzammar, a dwarven society is divided into rigid castes with houses that compete for power and prestige. But all that is discarded when a dwarf abandons the stone for the surface. Under the open sky, everyone is equal, or so the story goes. The truth is that thousands of years of tradition are not so easily tossed aside. Even though surface dwarves are officially stripped of their caste, many maintain a hierarchy among themselves along the caste lines. Formerly noble houses are accorded more respect than casteless brands who come up in search of opportunity. The poorest noble dwarf on the surface looks upon the rich lower caste dwarves with contempt. Upper-class surface dwarf society is roughly divided into two camps: Kalnez, who insist on maintaining caste and rank, typically those from the noble or merchant caste families, and Ascendants, who believe in leaving Orzammar's traditions underground and embracing life in the sunlit world. Maintaining some tie to Orzammar was seen for generations as the only lifeline for surface dwarves. Bringing surface goods to their kin underground and lyrium and metals to the surface was not only the most lucrative means of making a living, but also a sort of sacred duty, as many surface dwarves willingly accepted exile and the loss of their caste to better serve their house or patron. In recent years, many surface dwarves, particularly Ascendants, have branched out. They started ranks, mercenary companies, and overland trade caravans. They became investors and speculators in purely surface trade. These new industries have proven tremendous sources of wealth, but are looked down upon by their more conservative kin. For less affluent surface dwarves, association with a powerful Kalna can open many doors. They can get credit with dwarven merchants and are offered to work opportunities by the powerful Dwarven Merchants Guild more readily, sometimes, than more qualified but less connected individuals. From the Dowager's Field Guide to Good Society by Lady Alcyone. Is this better than what you have, Bull? You just don't get a lot. Alright then. Anything over here? That is a drop. That. Let's get back up top. Where are the stairs up? Here they are. What do we have over here? The red potion was bitter and burned my throat. It was nothing like the lyrium I know. There was a hum in my mind, a held note that seemed to course through my entire being. The power it brought was incredible. I felt as if I held all the world in my palm, and I could crush it with a thought. Is that what the Maker feels? I can think of nothing else but that power now. A taste of the limitless makes it impossible for a man to be content with the ordinary. Why be what I am when I can be more?
Poor Templars had enough to deal with before this red Lyrium crap.
Over here.
You are not Talvashoth, Iron Bull. Not really.
Well, that's a fucking relief.
You are a man who made a choice. Possibly the first of your life.
I've always liked fighting. What if I turned savage, like the other Talvashoth?
You have the Inquisition. You have the Inquisitor. And you have me.
Thanks, Solus.
We got your back, Bull. Oop, there's a... See, it's hard to tell when everything's so dark. I wish we could, like, carry a torch or something. Or Solus, give us, like, a light beam. What do we have here? Money, money, money. Money's always nice. Come over here, big guy. Never mind. Got him. Okay, let's get this stuff. I see you two over there. Wrong button. Good work, everybody.
I believe we've broken the Templars' hold here.
Who knows what they might have accomplished had they remained.
This boat still looks seaworthy.
Store the port on the Storm Coast. Where does this lead us? I'm guessing out of the mine, so we don't have to travel through.
What do we expect to find here?
Oh. It's a completely new place. I'm guessing judging by the name. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to save it.
Let's find the dragon.
I don't know if we... Well, yeah, we've taken down one before, but we had a different party then. Not to say... Wait. Yeah, we had Cassandra instead of Bull. And you go down pretty quickly, big guy. But I'm willing to give it a shot. Get some more elf fruit while I'm at it. Hello? Dragon? Oh, great. He's killed a whole bunch of giants. Okay, let's go. Bull? Time to see if you can actually help me kill one. And you go down quickly. This is why I hesitate to bring you with. You're powerful, but you're like a weak cannon. Although, to be fair, I don't have you get any armor stuff, so maybe I should be focusing on those for your abilities. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. Definitely not. Definitely not. Ouch. Oh, I got armor. That's nice. I'm right on top of a thingy. I got him, Solus. And he goes right back down. Ah, the stupid thing. That was my fault. I was a stupid dummy. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Okay, you got him. Ow. Yeah, we're not gonna do it. He has armor. I kind of figured, but hey, now I know where the dragon is at least. Oi. And I'm down. Good luck, guys. Although you're probably not gonna get to. Go down fighting, Varric. Yeah, we're not gonna face him. I've killed one dragon already. I'm content for now. Let's just go. Is there anything else we need to do here? No, that's pretty much it for now. Let's get back to Skyhold then. Varric, do you have anything new to say since we did a lot of stuff with you?
I can spare some time. What do you need?
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit. This is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers. What's not to like? I don't have a nug in this race. It could be bullshit, it could be true. I'll never know. But I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Let's be realistic. It could be both.
You've got a point. Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You traveled through time, faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
I'm starting to see your point.
Just try to warn me before falling into the Fade again, would you? I hate that place. What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem. I can spare some time. What do you need?
I want to know more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
What could the Templars want with it?
In Kirkwall, just having the Lyrium idol made Knight Commander Meredith impossibly strong. Before it turned her into a Lyrium statue, anyway. Maybe they thought the power was worth it, or maybe they didn't know the consequences.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Okay. Hello, Josie.
It's good to see you.
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen.
Okay. Time to report in, everybody, and then I'll send you off again. Elf root. Summerstone, blue vitriol.
The Darkspawn have been driven back on the Storm Coast.
Let us pray they do not return.
Pyrophyte and Embrium. Inquisitor. You have activated a number of the elven artifacts used to detect the magical energies of the Veil. Individually, such readings have been helpful. If we can coordinate measures of all the artifacts simultaneously, however, I believe we may be able to uncover rifts that may not even have opened yet. I've drafted a proposal for how we might use Inquisition mages across Orlais and Ferelden to activate these artifacts in a coordinated fashion, if you think it might be useful. I can deploy soldiers with the mages to ensure their safety. If the Inquisition forces are stretched thin, nobles in the area will happily ensure the safety of our mages.
Inquisitor.
Your worship, the Red Templars holding on the Storm Coast were once a working port. If you would turn it to your own use, we may be able to assist. Ivor of the Blades. No pen below in a different hand. We can hardly expect a bustling trade center, but since we've established a presence in both Ferelden and Orlais, direct access to the Waking Sea could prove useful. Of course, the Blades of Hessarian will refuse to help unless word comes from the Herald of Andraste. I can arrange for additional assistance from nearby cities.
At your service.
Liliana. Go get resources.
At your service.
Now then, I say, let's go back to the Emerald Graves. Who do I want to bring with? Who has a mission here? Okay. What do we have here? Smuggle the letters for Cullen. We got Cassandra. Sarah, do you have any updates? What's the site? 121. How about armor? Alright then. Let's head out.
Inquisitor.
Hello. Goodbye. We have brought Andraste's light to the Dales. None can deny her truth. In time, all will open their hearts to the Maker. From a sermon given by Sister Amity at the conclusion of the Exalted March of the Dales. "7 years ago, my son Tristan was traveling through the Emerald Graves when bandits set upon him. He died at their hand. Since then, every year on the anniversary of his death, I light a candle for him at the Lion's Pavilion, near where they found him. Now a band of violent rebels has claimed the forest. They roam up and down the highways, killing as they go. No one will escort me to the pavilion, for fear of encountering them. I pray a brave and kind soul will, if they find themselves at the pavilion, remember a mother's lament, and light a flame in memory of the fallen. Forgive me, my son. Dolores." Hi, Hala. You're just a bunny or a nug? I don't know. We got a rift up here. Stuck on the roots. You get over here. Round 1. Dang it. Okay, there's no point. So there's not Lyrium up here. Let's get it. See how many shards we have in this place. Seven. Ah, we gotta do climbing. Great. $13, and we got 7 right here. You gotta be nug. Brown nug. This is gonna suck. Because the climbing sucks. Because I slide all over the place. I can't get a foothold on anything good. Ugh. Just climb. Don't jump backward. Solus, move. No, why you jump back? This is what I'm talking about with the landscape. Every tiny little... If it's more than like a 60-degree angle, he won't climb it. And of course, I can't jump now because I'm not on a flat surface. Just get up there. Come on. Just get up there. Come on. Come on. Get. Seriously, come on. It's right up there. Just walk. Come on. This is so stupid. It's right up there. Just get a foothold. Just grab it. Come on! This is why I hate climbing. The terrain is way too uneven. Oh my gosh, seriously? Ow. Here we go. Solace. Track the great brute in the middle to the middle of the graves. I hate this place. Elven curses on every tree, but it'll be worth it. Camille will have to pay attention. If she sits in that clumsy fool's lap for a cub's pelt, just think all she'd do for me when I bring her back to the head of this giant beast. Have courage. Focus. Believe. Yes, I can envision the furry trophy already in my clutches. Okay, that's all 7. Eight. 9, 10. Okay. Let's keep going. landmark. When her chant is spoken from all corners of the world, the Maker will return. We are one day closer to his coming. From a sermon given by Sister Amity at the conclusion of the Exalted March of the Dales. Now I'll take this. Historians have been unable to identify the mysterious and cloaked pointed figure in the Emerald Graves. Some believe it is a representation of the elven god Falandin, known also as the Friend of the Dead, or the Guide. Others believe it an elaborate elven joke, its punchline lost to time. From A Journey Through the Dales by Lord Horace Medford, Adventurer. It's possible. On the Falandin thing, not the joke. Otherwise, no one would be alive to understand it. What's the joke? Makes no sense. What's over here? Ah, an Lyrium. Haven't had one of these in a while. Alluvia. Owing primarily to the popular Orlesian tale of the same name, the constellation Alluvia is commonly referred to as Sacrifice. During the Glory Age, folklore told of a young woman saved from a lustful mage by being sent into the sky by her father, after which the mage killed him, hence the sacrifice. The daughter became the constellation, depicted as a seated woman with her head in the clouds. Prior to this tale, Alluvia was thought to represent Razakale, the Tevinter old god of mystery, and the constellation was the source of many superstitions involving the granting of wishes. From a study of Theodosian astronomy by Sister Oren Petrarchius. We got two more here somewhere. This is probably a waste. What else do we got? Fruit. Fine. Okay, let's see what's over here. Nice little outpost thing, I guess. Hello? Wow. Okay. Do any of you have the key here? Oi. Get over here. What did you just say, Sarah? Oh, we got a big guy. Come on, just go down. I can take you. I can take you. I can still take you.
Always remarkable how some will take advantage of chaos to further their own cause.
You can make magic anywhere, Solus. Ever piss it by accident?
No. Wait. No.
What? How would you not remember something like that?
We were all young once.
Even Mafarath the Betrayer had a part to play. Who are we to say elves do not? From a sermon given by Sister Amity at the conclusion of the Exalted March of the Dales. Guess we're going to the villa. Yes, it looks like a nice place. What are we gonna find here? Do 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 do.
The Freemen's leader should be holed up here. This place has seen better days.
These men are thugs. What do you expect?
Haven't heard anything from the plane, have you? No, nothing recent anyway.
Hello. Pages from Lord Moriel's journal. Artem is the very soul of discretion. I could have a Templar at a dinner, and they would be none of wiser. If the Templars haven't gone off to do Maker knows what, I might try it. Valerie complains, but the Empress herself has such an advisor. Why not me? His services are useful, and no one could better ensure our security. No matter. The distractions of the city will ease her mind soon enough. Sandra, why are you not fighting? Sandra, you're kind of dropping the ball there. Oh, hello. Who's this guy? I need a potion. Will you stop that already? Oh, that was him.
That seems to be the last of them.
I'm guessing that was the man in charge.
Have a chat with Malafant. Make sure that everything's running smoothly. While there, see if any of his men might wish to volunteer their services in Empress de Leon. We could always use a few more. Be discreet. Malafant's still useful. I doubt he'd remain so if we think we're stealing his soldiers. If he thinks we're stealing his soldiers.
Against the free men.
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Still so much else to explore here.
There must be something here.
Key fragment.
Key. There's a rune inscribed on it, or part of one.
The Chantry story of the Exalted March of the Dales paints the picture of the righteous faithful arrayed against heathen savages. But I've long studied the Dales, and I find the acceptable version of the tale to be a poor one, laden with overt pro-Chantry and pro-human biases. Thus, it is my moral imperative to propose an alternative interpretation, that the Exalted March of the Dales was nothing more than an expansionist ploy hiding behind the mask of faith. It is easy to see on any map how large the Dales are. More importantly, they stand between Orlais and the rest of the south, and would likely have represented a significant obstacle to the Empire's expansion into Ferelden. Naturally, we stood to benefit from propagating the narrative of a hostile, unreasoning people attacking innocent missionaries and making blood sacrifices of good Andrastian babies. The likely truth is that the elves merely wished to maintain sovereignty over the lands promised to them by Blessed Andraste herself, when the humans showed clear intent to undermine their autonomy. Of course, the elves reacted by becoming increasingly isolationist, which suited the Empire perfectly. Here was a kingdom that spurned diplomatic overtures and that refused to lend aid during the Second Blight, when the Darkspawn attacked Montserrat. The Dalish kingdom could not be anything but a dormant threat, one that needed to be crushed before it awoke. Scholars point to the massacre at Red Crossing as the impetus for the Chantry's declaration of an exalted march on the Elven kingdom in the Dales. They conveniently ignore the fact that no one alive truly knows what happened at Red Crossing, or why the elves attacked. The Chantry's response to the elven aggression that resulted in the slaughter of hundreds was predictable. But in light of my thesis, perhaps we should re-examine the events at Red Crossing and wonder if the attack was truly unprovoked, or whether it is possible that someone saw a benefit in sacrificing an entire village to justify the subjugation of an entire people. From a New Perspective on the Exalted March, a pamphlet by an anonymous author, published by the University of Orlais in 912 Dragon. Malifan, I'm sending men to discuss some changes. It's nothing dire. You'll find the demands perfectly reasonable. We're willing to compensate you for any inconvenience. I want our relationship to be mutually beneficial. It's been going so well, each of us with our own crusades. What's in here?
Red Lyrium.
They must have been smuggling it for the Templars.
Not anymore.
Malifan kept several journals. This one details the founding of the Freemen of the Dales. August and I have established outposts in the Emerald Graves. We are spreading the word to both armies. I'm sick of good Orlesian men and women dying for someone else's cause. It ends now. Orlais should belong to us, the people who defend her borders, who till her fields. If we're to fight and kill for something, let it be that. Several pages later. Templars approached us. They are not the order I knew, but they have offered weapons and gold if we help bring their supplies through the Emerald Graves. If we are to free the Dales from the grasp of the nobility, we need what they have to offer. It's a deal with a demon, but our cause is worthwhile. Only 65 of our group made it to Halam Sharal. Some gave up. Some sickened, especially the little ones. Bandits stalked us. My mother forgive me, I had to steal food. A child fought me for extra scraps of bread. A few days later, I carried her for miles after her legs gave out. She died shivering in my arms. I used to have a master, a mage. He fed me well, never beat me, even taught me how to read so I could do his accounts. But if he had a theory or a spell that he wanted to test out, he'd get out his daggers, have the other servants tie me to a post, and carve furrows into my skin. I was so afraid. Every time I was sure I would die, but at worst I'd collapse, get bandaged up, and lie in bed too weak to move for days. The other slaves visited me in secret to survey the damage. I'd healed just enough before he needed blood again. That is why I traveled from Voldorma to the Dales with nothing but rags on my back. That is why there were 105 of us when we set out, all elven. That is why I fell to my knees and wept when we crossed through the gates of my new home, a village for my people. Anonymous account of the long walk, as told to Brother Pekor of Ferelden, circa 140 Ancient. Oh. I don't know what we're doing anymore. Our hearts were pure when we started. I have to wonder if we've lost our way. The Templars are terrifying. When I speak to the Knight Captain, I feel unease. There's something unsettling about his eyes and voice. They keep making offers, more shipments to guard, more men to be escorted to their keep. No. No more grousing. I can't let my doubts show. Others take their cue from me. They must stay strong. It's just for a little while longer. Then we'll get what we want. We'll be free. Embryum. It's probably a stairway or something here. Yep. Duh. Lots of crafting. Servant's letter. My lord, everything is in order for your departure. I've granted leave to all non-essential staff and arranged transportation for the time you requested. I've taken the liberty of securing the more valuable items in your personal storeroom. I trust you will find everything to your satisfaction. Artem. Key number 2. Not bear pelt. I see Lauren's death in my mind all the time. The man who killed her, one of the usurper's soldiers, was familiar. I wouldn't be surprised if I once shared a drink with him. Isn't that how it is now? Brother against brother. The priests tell me to remember Lauren's life, not her death, so I try to recall years past. The countless times she saved me. The day we first met, when I was a young recruit who almost pissed himself at her barked orders. Because of her, I learned discipline and control. She instilled in me pride in what we did. She taught me how to use a sword. More importantly, she taught me how to keep it sheathed. She was fearless, strong, regal. She was cut down like a common peasant by someone whom we may have once known. Will anyone remember her? Will Celine? There's a new soldier in our battalion, Gordian. He's an odd fellow with an accent I can't place, like he spent time in the marches. It doesn't matter in the end. He's been a comfort, listening to me talk about those who died. He also lost friends in Celine's war, and he's tired, like we are. He said a very wise thing. There's no war without soldiers. The Empress can't wage her war if we refuse to fight. Orlais should belong to our legions. and lots of crafting stuff. What I find most interesting is that, despite the lack of open discussion on matters of human sexuality, there's commonality to be found on the subject of in all Andrastian lands. Typically, one's sexual habits are considered natural and separate from matters of procreation, and only among the nobility, where procreation involves issues of inheritance and the union of powerful families, is it considered of vital importance. Yet, even there, a noble who has done their duty to the family might be allowed to pursue their own sexual interests without raising eyebrows. The view on indulging lusts with a member of the same gender varies from land to land. In Orlais, it is considered a quirk of character and nothing more. In Ferelden, it is a matter of scandal if done indiscreetly, but otherwise nothing noteworthy. In Tevinter, it is considered selfish and defiant behavior among nobles, but actively encouraged with favored slaves. Nowhere is it forbidden, and sex of any kind is only considered worthy of judgment when taken to awful excess or performed in the public eve. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. The diary of one of the villa's former owners. The current occupants tossed it roughly aside. All this fuss over Gaspard and Celine. The talk was amusing enough. Now we hear of conflicts between the Imperial Army and the soldiers supporting that usurper. The thought of them coming here is frightful. Mother's right. Our most fashionable acquaintances will summer in the city. We should do the same. Raymond is stubborn, of course. All his little tricks and trinkets are here. I indulge his eccentricities, mostly to annoy Mother, but we cannot have everything sent to Val Royeaux on such short notice. He does insist we keep Artem on. He refuses to do without the man's services. I suppose he views Artem as another piece of his collection. Still, such devotion to a servant. Okay, how do we fashion a key? Snip, snip. Oh. Lord Morrow. I posed a few questions to my contacts in the White Spire, discreetly, of course, lest they want the piece for themselves. From what I can gather, the device, rustically dubbed a Lyrium Epilan, is meant to restore broken runes. They are not widely used. Some suggest that if the rune were affixed to an object, the device could restore the item itself, although I was unable to confirm the truth of this. This is purely academic, as it requires a mage to function. It is nevertheless a rare piece, prized among the collectors of curiosities. I trust you are pleased with the purchase. Sincerely, Emily Fabry, collector and purveyor of unique ephemera. Solus? Ah. Good work, buddy. Now, let's see if this key works. What we find. What's in here?
The best locks, the best loot.
We'll see. Time to destroy stuff. Oh, it's better than Stabby. Cassandra, you take it. What do you got right now? 97. Armor. We don't need 2 of that. Hey, you finally get a new hat. Oh, wow. Formation shield. How good is that? Slightly better than what you got. Okay then. Good thing we stuck around here. Okay, let's get out of here and back to the Emerald Graves. That's a nice picture. Do 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 do. Alright then, away we're heading this way, I believe. Yep, there should be one right around the corner. You can't miss it. There you go, Varric. Now then. The Lyrium. Do have a camp right up here. Let's go get the camp first. That way we have less. That way we at least have another fast travel point. And then we'll head east, I think. August has made progress in the Exalted Plains. We're together in this, but Maker's Breath, now how that irks me. That weapon, or whatever secret is hidden in those glyphs, is mine by rights. Malefant trusts me most. Bah! He won't have it. Not while I live. Excuse me, Solus. Hardin Hightown Chapter 9. Donan Branikovich was running out of leads to chase. He only had 2 weeks left until retirement. Just 2 weeks to find the man who murdered a magistrate and a Hightown nobleman, if Captain Hendelin didn't kick him from the ranks first. The dock stank of piss and rotting fish, as foul as the men and women who worked there. But that was where Donan had to go to find the raider Captain Belladonna, who had broken into the Comte de Favre's home. The Dragon's Jewels was a big boat. She liked big boats. The pointy bits towered majestically over the water. That roundish wooden part seemed like it could crush armadas beneath its... shit, I don't know, wood. It was the greatest boat in the history of boats. But even from the dock, Donan knew something was wrong. He ran up the gangplank to find a dead sailor on the deck and a blood trail leading down into the hold. Donan drew his sword and followed. His eyes still hadn't adjusted to the dimness of the lower decks while he tripped from a second dead soldier, stabbed in the gut and left where he'd fallen. The body was still warm. The ship creaked with every swell of the waves. Donan held his breath and crept deeper into the hold. He barely deflected the blade in time. Steel rang against steel. Donan parried a second blow, still half blind in the low light. The third swing got past his guard and left a wicked slash in his forearm. "Nobody attacks my crew, you flaming pile of dog shit," the attacker swore, and Donan recognized a voice. "Hold! Crookwell City Guard!" he shouted, barely bringing his blade up in time. "You again?" Donan's eyes finally began to adjust, and he could make out Captain Belladonna. She was clutching her ribs with her right hand, a dagger in her left, and was covered in enough blood that Donan was sure it wasn't all hers. She glowered at him. "Could have used a guard not 5 minutes ago. Useless as ever." She grudgingly lowered her weapon. Donan sheathed his sword. "Who did this?" "Don't know. Didn't care to ask," she sniffed. "Bastard killed 2 of my men. Before I cut off his hand and he bolted." She waved indifferently toward the rear of the hold. "It's over there somewhere." "Did he take the comp's shipment?" Donan asked. "No. If that's what this was about, you can have it." She limped over to her trunk and removed a bundle of cloth tied with twine. She threw it at Donan's feet. "Good riddance." jump over this? Probably not. Well, if that's the case, then we just have to leave and walk around, I guess. Okay. So profit's low here. Let's just go out and around then. Nice archway. Peacewood. Landmark. Get that while I can, since those don't show up on the map. Who are you? Elves were guilty of the greatest sin, of turning from the Maker, but we will show them mercy, for that is what Andraste teaches. From a sermon given by Sister Amity at the conclusion of the Exalted March of the Dales. Hi there. Good work, everybody. Master Kells, numbers are fantastic, sir. Trade's booming with all this lyrium showing up. Maybe it's red instead of blue, but people are still buying. That mage we picked up can look into what the color means. He needs to start earning his keep. We have more corn on hand, too. No need to pay off some greasy dwarf since the red stuff isn't from the deep roads. Must be killing them. Someone struck lyrium up here and they're not getting a piece. Fishland.
He claims this red lyrium is not coming from the deep roads.
I want to get back up now. Dang it. Well, since I'm here, might as well take this rift out. This is probably not a good place to be right now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I was gonna disrupt the rift, but I don't think I'll get the chance to. Hey guys, chew on that. Bing bang boom. Did I get a perk? Yes! Silver Falls. No elven treasure was hidden beneath the falls. That ridiculous take lost me 6 soldiers. If I find the man who started the rumor, I'll kill him myself. From the Journal of Captain Marsan, dated 220 Glory. Am I going the right way? Yeah, he's right over here. Peacewood. And of course there's a mountain in the way. Someone kill this thing. Just want to see if it's a nug. Yes. Briarthor's steps. Can I climb this? Ah, we got a nice little structure up here for camp. That's good. And there's a rift right down there. No comment? Okay. I'm gonna change my party out. Varric, you coming with? Now then. Oh boy, okay. Want to go back there, or do I want to head over here? Well, I could always just fast travel back to this camp. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's actually mark this one. That way we don't get turned around. Owie. Nope. Oh, come on. Are you a nug? I guess so. You're just a brown-colored nug. Interesting. Elf root. Why did you go over there? Oi. Guys, you want to help me out here, please? Guys. Really annoying. Get your men out of the roads and hunt down those Inquisition bastards. We're losing the Emerald Graves. Have you forgotten what we're fighting for? Everything we do for our future and for our lay. My dearest Alina, have you had news of the war? They say it will take over all Orlais. People say the mine's about to be shut down. No one wants to be caught in the middle of the fighting. I had a good thing here. Good coin. In a year or two I might have made enough to go home and marry. Now this war's come along and ruined everything. I'll stay as long as I can. Don't wait for me. Leave as soon as you can. Perhaps in a city like Monstermon there will be guards and militia keeping the peace. Your brother, Jean. Villa Moral's taken. Malafant's gone. We're losing our grip. What now? The men are starting to balk, talking about giving up. You've heard how the Dalish would hang trespassers. Hung them from trees, is what they say. Would you believe you can still see them? I swear on the Maker's beard, when I saw that face in the tree, I just about pissed myself. The screaming face of a murdered bastard, right in front of me. I was afraid if I stayed long I would hear it howling. I hadn't even been drinking. Don't believe me? Go see for yourself. Brian. Come here, you. I'm guessing you're Sister Corinne. Costello. Stop shooting my friends. Oh, you must be Sister Costello. Come on. Thank you.
One less for Fairbanks to worry about.
Looks like we have a few side quests here. Hugh. Yes, I know what Duhaime thinks about the people in Watcher's Reach. He's wrong. The refugees think us monsters, all because of Duhaime and his like. If they get in the way, I suppose we must eliminate them. But we will not hunt them. We will not murder them unless they force our hand. I hope you understand. Yours faithfully, Sister Costello.
You have it. Please, please open the door. I can't stand it in here another second.
Not everyone's free. As I have said, there's no reason to worry about the other freemen's cells. Since we are in the Dales, I shall invoke the heathen philosophy of Ver Adalan, the way of the wood. Each tree is part of a greater whole. It is the same with us. We are all part of a greater plan. The Dales will be ours. That I promise. Just a map.
Tiny, any chance you could get out of the way when I'm trying to shoot?
Maybe you should stand in front of me. I'd still have a clear shot at all the bad guys from the knees up.
Looks like Solus can level up. What should we give you? Now then. Let's go here. Maybe take out another rift. Can't turn in anything. Nope. Let's rest up. Let's go take out this rift. Should be right over here, right? Yep, there it is. Ah, these guys. Stop it. Well, we definitely need to give you some armor. Oh, crud, Pride Demon. Those stupid ghosts. And holy smokes, we're burning through our potions. Take out that little ghost, please. You are so annoying. Okay. Get away from me. Get up. That definitely could have gone better. Let's get back to camp. Heal up. Eric and Bull can level up too. Ouchie.
No.
Okay, Bull. but I don't think you set traps that often. Now then. Sure. You can do that. You are not a bear. Well, how are you already in the red? Bull! Hey! The Eurasian Great Bear is so named because it is very large indeed. Other names for it include the colorful Old Man of the Forest and the less charming but more clearly descriptive Woodsman's Death. I'm told that they are only found in remote parts of the Dales and that not even the nobility is willing to hunt for them, which makes them unique among the rare, giant, deadly, exotic fauna of Thedas. The only thing the Eurasians are truly afraid of. Well, I can also now go and deliver this to the Dales. Which one was it? It was the Exalted Plains, wasn't it? Let's go. What was that, 10 hide? Wow. Do 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 do. There we go.
Welcome again, friend.
don't believe it. You convinced the Keeper. He said I can join the Inquisition if I wish.
Keeper Howen has given you permission to join the Inquisition?
He has. I'll report to your camp in the south, if that's all right.
Carry on, Agent.
Sweet.
Lorinel still wishes to join you. He has my blessing. May your gods watch over you, friend.
Sweet. Okay then. Let's go back to where we were. This would probably be a good place to stop. But I also don't want to keep playing. Nug. Let's go visit Argon's Lodge. Which is probably right up there.
Let's look around.
It's in there. Take out the small guys. Focus on the big one. Ugh. Aye. Do you mind? Hey, Bull, you're blowing through our potions. Did you hear? Sister Cousteau has fallen. I'm surprised it took so long. She was soft. Unfortunately, we also lost the rats we were going to send to Suladen. We have to make sure this doesn't happen again. When Samson made this deal, we promised you the Dales. If you could hold them and keep the roads open for our supplies. Too difficult a concept to grasp, I see? Enough of your fumbling. The Red Templars will deal with the Inquisition. Not Captain Carroll. Nice threading of the tree. Oh, here come a whole bunch. This is gonna be tough. Take out these guys. Being super annoying. I was gonna say, please don't freeze up. Guys, can you get in here, please? Oi! Will you shut up already? Okay, I need heal. Is that the Kirkwall symbol on your shield? Poor bull.
This is one of the people running around the dales hurting helpless peasants?
Time to check stuff. $190. Okay then. No. I'm pressing the wrong button. Absence. I am aware of how to spell it. This bottling reflects my wish that the current crop of beheaded, self-styled cads would disappear. I prefer la fille verte as spirit, not affectation. Distiller Emeritus Gavon. Anything else here? Auguste. Might I remind you, none of us really understand these heathen etchings. We're going as fast as we can. I would add that some of the men are uneasy about the whole thing. You know, the stories of elven curses. This weapon you believe hidden here better be worth it. Philida, I hope you are well and adjusting. This is now your home. The Imperial Army did not appreciate you. Your Empress used you for her own purposes. Forget her. Remember, you are no deserter. You are free. Your friend, Sir Auguste. Excuse me, guys. Nothing. Let's port back to Watcher's Reach. Fairbanks.
You saved my people. We'd given them up for dead. Perhaps the stories are true.
Who are these free men of the Dales?
Most are deserters from the war, tired of fighting and dying for a cause in which they have no stake. But recently, the free men have organized, started attacking anyone and everyone. Their new leaders are driving them to take the Dales for themselves.
What is your opinion of the Civil War?
When I quarrel with my cousin, wine is spilled. Perhaps someone loses a tooth. When Celine feuds with hers, a country is torn apart. Does it matter to a farmer or a woodsman who reigns in Val Royaux? Yet they suffer. We're all weary, Inquisitor.
Tell me about your people.
Simple people. Most have lost family. All have lost their homes. I found a few, helped them, found this cave for shelter. Word spread and more came. We just want to survive.
I need to be going.
Good day then. Any news, Inquisitor?
The Freemen have been defeated.
They hurt so many of my people. Now it's finally over. Thank you. Perhaps with the Freemen gone, we can find a proper home. Argon's lodge was always well situated. Inquisitor.
I need to be going.
I'll be here.
Oh, he's an agent. Okay, I'm gonna go... Ooh, what's this? Let's investigate this question. Oh, that's just the fast travel thing.
At once.
Inquisitor, you saved Gertrude and the others. Thank you so much. This is bold of me, but if I could have a moment.
I'd like to know more about you and the rest of the people here.
Most of us are simple folk. Farmers, fishermen. Jolene over there is a smith. Just people trying to escape the war.
What else do you know about Fairbanks?
He is a good man. He found us when we most needed him. He kept us safe. He doesn't like to talk about himself, so I actually don't know much about him.
I'm here. What do you need?
This is about Fairbanks. There is a rumor that he is of noble blood. Once the war is over, many of us will return to serve our lords, to work our fields, raise their brats. Most of the aristocracy know little of the lives of commoners. They care nothing for us. Fairbanks is different. He is a great man. There is much he could do if he had the power. If the rumor is true, if Fairbanks is noble and we have proof... Do you see what I'm saying?
Does Fairbanks know about this rumor?
He doesn't like it. And he won't let me discuss it. Stubborn ass.
The rumor about Fairbanks being noble. What do you want me to do about it?
Oh, I don't mean to impose, but you travel all over the Dales, don't you? Perhaps if you found something that could help. I've written everything I know in my journal. You can look at it.
The rumor about Fairbanks being noble. What do you want me to do about it?
Oh, I don't mean to impose, but you travel all over the Dales, don't you? Perhaps if you found something that could help. I've written everything I know in my journal. You can look at it.
Got one there, got one there, got one up there. Maybe we can chop this off quickly. If the loading times don't take too long. Ooh, we got an operation available. That's right, I gotta also stop at Skyhold. Eesh. That wasn't smart. Oh, come on. old painting in a carved wooden frame. Paint has rubbed off on some places. Carved into the back of the frame. Lord Giraud Lemarque. The portrait shows the Lord as he must have looked over 40 years ago. He bears a striking resemblance to Fairbanks. Liliana, are you spying on us? Eric, if you wouldn't mind. Thanks. The shipments are prepared, and once again the rats from Watch's Reach are getting in my way. One woman got far enough into my camp to look in the crates. Scrounging for food, no doubt. Sneaky little peasants. Perhaps traps next time. This time-worthy diary was found amongst more valuable items. It's bound in leather and has a solid silver trim, which might be why it was saved. Few entries can be made out. 16 herring 9/8. This has been the coldest winter I can remember. Even the river is frozen. No one should be out there, not in this blizzard. So you can imagine my surprise when there was a knock on my gate. A young woman. She's looking for the Fairbanks cottage. I go out. I say to her, nothing fair about this weather, but yes, you are at the right place. She throws back her cloak and I see she is heavy, less than 2 weeks away. Please help. She's almost in tears. I bring her into the house and sit her by the fire with some tea and slippers. She's young, not more than 20. Her hands are smooth. They have not seen a day of work in her life. Her clothes are travel-stained, but fine. The cloak must be worth at least 50 royals. Beautiful blue, trimmed with fox fur. Her name is Bernice, but she won't say more. Many girls come here now wanting to say who they are. I understand. 25 herring, 9/8. Bernice has had the baby, a boy, healthy, full head of hair. She named him Evariste. She tried to pay me with a heavy gold locket, a falcon on its face. I asked her what it was. It looked valuable. She says it's her father's, and she doesn't care to have it anymore. I tell her she might not, but her son might one day want to know where he's from. 1 winter march, 9/9. A new year. Bernice should be healthy enough to leave, but it's still cold, and I just cannot turn her out. I will ask her to stay and be my assistant. I have needed help for a while. My fingers are not as nimble as they used to be. Clever girl. She'll make a fine apprentice. Hey, we can fast travel to Argon's Lodge. That's nice. We'll get Fairbanks' nobility sorted out. Go back to Skyhold quickly. I think that'll be a good place to stop.
We shall see.
Oh, it's right over here. Oh, there's a pole in my way. Excuse me, guys. Eric? Thanks. The Prenadale War. Not many people take the road west into Prenadale for the sake of pleasure. Few living things inhabit the rocky countryside, save for silver miners, wyverns, and an astoundingly pugnacious breed of mountain goat. In far-off days, the mountains around the city were full of dragons, and perhaps this was what first brought to the attention of the Pentagast kings. Certainly it was not the goats. Although the region has belonged to Navarre since the late Blessed Age, travelers here will find much that reminds them of a provincial Orlesian town. A great carving depicting the lion slaying the dragon adorns Prenadale's gate, and many Orlesian lions decorate the city's buildings, and there are still many citizens who cling to the hope that the Empress will restore the city to the Empire. Historians mostly agree that it was not the dragons, nor the silver, and certainly not the goats that began centuries of warfare between Orlais and Navarre. It was Emperor Etienne Valmont and the Pentagasts. In 782 Storm, the Pentagast family, fresh on the throne again for the first time in generations and eager to build up the alliances lost by the Van Markham dynasty, approached the emperor to solidify a peace treaty through marriage. The emperor, who was under great pressure to produce an heir, set aside his empress of 17 years and wed Princess Soteria Pentagast, theoretically cementing a promise of peace and cooperation between Navarre and Orlais. Promises are hard to keep. By 797 Storm, Soteria was still childless, and the emperor sent her to a cloister so that he might marry his mistress. As anyone other than Etienne might have predicted, the Navarrans took this poorly. Angry letters arrived in the imperial palace by the cartload. A small war party of Pentagasts rode into Orlais and reclaimed Princess Soteria. But the Navarrans did not take military action yet. They were strategists and knew to bide their time. In 846 Blessed, while most of the Orlesian army was committed to a war in Ferelden, the Pentagasts began their war against Orlais. The Orlesians rallied a defense and drove the Navarrans from Ghislaine and Arles-Sans, but at the cost of much of their northern territory. Prenadale was lost and never recovered, a lingering sign that peace between the two nations was impossible. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. This book offers a comprehensive look at the well-known noble bloodlines of Orlais. Of interest are a few lines in the entry of the House of Lamarck. Amies Lamarck established this ancient house in the time of Emperor Cordelius Dracon. Sadly, the bloodline ended with Lord Giro Lamarck, who disowned his only daughter Bernice. The shield of Lamarck bears a falcon volant on a field of sky blue and gold. The house's motto is, "To the sun on blessed wings." Sounds like he is nobility. Let's go see what this question mark is first. Another side quest, and a landmark. Andraste's path was difficult, as was ours, but we did not falter, as she did not, and we will be rewarded just as she was. Hello. You. You're welcome, Varric. Now, where's the side quest? My Robert died last week, victim to men who once wore the colors of our beloved Empress. His remains were burned, as our chantry bids, and his last wish was to have his ashes scattered on the plateau that overlooks the Great Wood. But brigands and traitors have taken these woods, and I cannot fulfill his wish. This is as far as I go. But there are good-hearted souls in this world, and I pray the Maker sends us one who may journey where I cannot. Andraste's will be well upon one who hears a widow's plea. With broken heart, Widow Karen. So are they just in the fort here?
I hear you've been investigating my birth. You haven't found anything, have you?
You're the child of Lady Bernice Lamarck.
I know who I am. Will you give me what you found, please? Honestly, Clara's intentions are good, but she is young and idealistic. Clara believes that being noble gives you power, freedom. She's wrong. It is just another cage. She told you the story of Lord Giraud Lamarck. The man turned his back on his only child and murdered her one true love for appearances. I don't want to be entangled in that. I don't want Clara in it. Do you understand?
I'm sorry. Something requires my attention over there.
I'm standing because of you. I've little to give, but I'll always be grateful.
How did you end up in the Viridium mine?
We desperately needed supplies and tried to steal some from the freemen. The mine didn't seem well guarded, and I used to be in the militia in my home village. I don't know why we weren't killed. I do remember Sister Cousteau talking about sending us to the Empress de Lyon. Maybe I was mistaken. I can't imagine what they'd do with us there.
I hope things are going well.
It's been better since we moved to Argon's Lodge. We're making a difference, especially now that we're helping the Inquisition.
Do you like my little dance?
The Inquisition will always be welcome here.
Good day to you, Inquisitor.
We're right. Fairbanks is noble by birth. Fairbanks is not even his real name.
Let me see. Évariste Lamarck. I knew it from the start. I know just who to give this to. This will be enough to make the council sit up and take notes. I'll send this on as soon as possible. Thank you, Inquisitor.
You have anything else here? No. Ooh, we got another thing up here, though. And we'll save that for now. Right now, we gotta go back to Skyhold. And then I'm gonna call it. Because once again, 3 hours. I swear I don't try to go this long, but quests just keep coming up, and it's like, okay, this'll be quick. Time just flies. Seriously, what is causing that?
worship.
What did he do with the last batch of letters?
Lord Varric was building a small model boat from them when I left.
Huh. Okay, guys. Let's see what reports you got for me. Oh, yeah, we got this. Okay. Your worship, work on the port is underway. We trust you will be pleased with the results. Ivor of the Blades. Embryum. Is anyone still out? Ah. 13.5 hours, wow. Okay. Looks like Fairbanks was good on his word. The freemen were helping the Red Templars smuggle red lyrium through the Dales. In exchange, they received gold and supplies, which was to go toward the furtherance of their cause. Their hopes were fueled, then exploited. We can end this by drawing out the Red Templars responsible for encouraging freeman activity. The Red Templars know we've taken out the leaders, but the freemen were all over the Dales. We'll pose as a surviving freeman cell and re-establish connection with the Red Templars, asking for a meeting to receive further instructions.
Inquisitor.
Meantime... Josie?
Inquisitor.
Resources. I'm gonna take... I'm thinking, what do we have in here? Yeah, I'll just stick with my party for now. Oh, right then. So, we finished up Darkspawn and Templars on the Storm Coast, and we've continued to push forward through the Emerald Graves. Dealing with the Freemen of the Dales, as well as some Templar smuggling. Overall, we're making progress. I know, I haven't touched the main plot in, like, weeks. There's just so much other stuff to do, though. Do 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 do. That was Freaky Bolt. What do we have over here?
Ah, your worship. Just watching out for local wildlife. Little glory, but it has to be done. It's just one bear that's become a problem. A huge one. Bigger than I've ever seen. It's rampaged through camp a few times, ripping apart our supplies. One of our workers broke his leg trying to get away. Next time, we might not be so lucky. It must be upset that we're in its territory. It's it or us, so far as it's concerned.
Hunt down the problem bear. Screw it. It should be quick and easy, hopefully. I mean, we took down a high bear or whatever. Great bear. Let me guess, it's in the cave. I didn't realize we would also have cubs. I don't know which one I'm fighting, I'm just slashing. Trap back here. Stuck. I'm surviving. Oh, you're almost dead. No loot. Dang. Well then, on that note, I think this would be a good place to end it then. So, next time we'll continue with the Emerald Graves. After that, I'm guessing either Western approach or whatever, or main story. So I think it's high time we get the ball rolling on that. Resupply if we need to. Well, if you liked this video, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it, press that cute little like button. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Luke Dog, and I'll see you next time.